In this video, I'm about to show you 10 Costco food court items you need to avoid and why, along with 5 options that are actually safe and worth ordering. Starting with number 10, Costco Chicken Bake. Let's start with something nearly everyone has grabbed at Costco at least once, the chicken bake. Golden crust, cheesy filling, chicken, bacon, it looks like the perfect grab-and-go meal. It feels comforting, it feels filling, and honestly, it feels like a value deal you can't beat. And yes, it's easy to love that warm, savory bite while wandering the warehouse aisles. But here's the thing. What you think you're getting and what you're actually eating are two very different stories. Most people have no idea how dense this thing really is. One chicken bake clocks in at around 770 calories, with roughly 1,370 milligrams of sodium, which is over half of your recommended daily sodium intake in a single handheld meal. And nobody stops at one, right? 2 bakes on a long shopping trip? You're already in dangerous territory. Then there's the filling. The chicken is pre-processed, mixed with bacon, melted cheese, and Caesar dressing. That dressing alone isn't just creamy. It's built with refined oils, emulsifiers, and preservatives to hold up under mass production. That chicken bacon cheese combo is designed to feel indulgent, satisfying, and effortless, but it's a sodium and fat bomb disguised as convenience food. And the crust? Pure refined flour. Soft, golden, comforting, but with almost zero fiber and almost zero nutrition beyond quick carbs. The bake gives you the feeling of a meal, but nutritionally, it's more like a packaged calorie delivery system, engineered for consistency and cost efficiency, not for your health. Here's the kicker. Costco knows exactly what they're doing. This product isn't designed to nourish you. It's designed to sell at scale, fast, and repeatably. It's addictive because it looks like a wholesome choice. Chicken, bacon, cheese, but in reality, it's a high-calorie, high-sodium, processed package that leaves your body craving balance. Number 9. Cold Brew Mocha Freeze. Now let's talk about something that seems innocent, even healthy, the Cold Brew Mocha Freeze. On the surface, it's smooth, chocolatey, icy, and caffeinated. You grab one thinking, this is just a little treat while I shop. It tastes good, it feels indulgent, and for a moment it tricks your brain into thinking you're making a smart choice. But that's exactly the illusion Costco is banking on. Here's the reality. A large mocha freeze packs around 60 grams of sugar, which is more than double the daily limit for added sugar. And because it's liquid, your body absorbs it almost instantly. You get a sugar rush in minutes, then crash hard. That spike and drop cycle isn't just unpleasant, it's exactly how liquid sugar drives cravings and repeat consumption. The cold brew label? That's clever marketing. Cold brew coffee sounds smooth, healthy, and even better for you than regular coffee. But the coffee itself is just a base. What you're really drinking is a dessert in a cup, sugar syrup, chocolate flavoring, and milk engineered for maximum sweetness, texture, and addiction potential. And the portion? You're not sipping 8 ounces, you're finishing 20 ounces or more in a single sitting. That's hundreds of empty calories without a shred of fiber or protein to balance them. And here's the part most people never notice. It's not just about calories. The combination of caffeine and sugar tricks your brain, masking the heaviness while your body is quietly overloaded. You leave the food court thinking you're refreshed, energized, and ready to shop until 3 aisles later when fatigue hits and your brain craves more sugar. That's engineering, not coincidence. Consumer complaints back this up. Reddit threads and social media are full of people saying, way too sweet, instant crash, feels like dessert disguised as coffee. Costco knows exactly what they're doing. The formula, the portion, the flavor, everything is optimized to hit that sweet spot in your brain that makes you want more. Number 8. Hot turkey and provolone sandwich. Costco's hot turkey and provolone sandwich might look like a harmless lunch option. A golden toasted hoagie, turkey slices, and melty provolone. But appearances can be deceiving. One sandwich packs 680 calories, 39 grams of fat, and an eye-popping 1,720 milligrams of sodium. That's before you add any chips or soda. Here's the kicker. The turkey is heavily processed. Costco uses sodium phosphates and other additives to keep the meat juicy on the line and extend shelf life. The provolone isn't pure cheese either. It's pasteurized, processed, and engineered to melt uniformly rather than deliver any real flavor. The hoagie roll? Soft, yes, but enriched and highly refined. Combine all of this, and you've got a sandwich designed more for profit and consistency than nutrition. Consumer feedback mirrors these concerns. On forums like MyFitnessPal and Reddit, multiple users report it as overly salty and leaving a greasy aftertaste, common traits of highly processed deli meats. The sodium content alone makes it risky for anyone monitoring blood pressure, while the lack of fiber and micronutrients means it won't keep you full in a healthy way. If convenience is your goal, a better option is grilled rotisserie chicken with whole grain bread and fresh veggies. Similar ease, cleaner ingredients, and a fraction of the sodium prove that tasty and healthy don't have to be mutually exclusive. Number 7. Chicken Caesar salad. Let's be honest, the chicken Caesar salad at Costco looks like the health halo we all crave. Crisp romaine, chunks of grilled chicken, a sprinkling of Parmesan, and that creamy Caesar dressing glistening on top. It's Instagram worthy. It screams, I'm making smart choices. But looks can be deceiving, and in this case, dangerously so. One full salad contains roughly 800 calories and over 1,500 milligrams of sodium, which is almost 70% of your recommended daily intake. That's before you add croutons or even a single breadstick. The chicken? Most of it is injected with brine and sodium solutions to stay moist during packaging and shipping. That's why it tastes juicy, but it's also why your blood pressure might spike if you eat it often. Then there's the dressing, thick, creamy, and addictive. But a closer look at the label shows soybean oil, high fructose corn syrup, sugar, and stabilizers, all there to keep it shelf-stable and pourable. That Caesar flavor isn't coming from fresh anchovies or real Parmesan. It's from additives engineered to deliver consistent taste every time. According to the FDA, some of the Parmesan used is actually a pasteurized cheese product, not real aged cheese. This isn't just about taste, it's about exposure to high sodium, sugar, and processed additives disguised as a healthy choice. You think you're eating a salad, but you're actually consuming a carefully engineered convenience product that benefits Costco's shelf life more than your health. The smarter move? Make your own. Grill a chicken breast, toss it with romaine, a squeeze of lemon, a touch of olive oil, and real Parmesan. The calories, sodium, and guilt will all drop, and you'll actually taste the difference. Number 6. Mango smoothie. Costco's mango smoothie looks innocent enough, bright, tropical, and calling your name like a vacation in a cup. You tell yourself, fruit? Check. Healthy choice? Check. But here's the catch. That sweetness isn't just mango talking. A single 1/6-ounce serving of Costco's mango smoothie contains roughly 60-70 grams of sugar, which the American Heart Association notes is nearly 3 times the recommended daily intake for adult women and more than double for men. Much of that sugar comes from high fructose corn syrup and concentrated fruit purees, which spike blood sugar faster than whole fruit would, according to USDA Food Data Central. Then there's the fruit content. While mango puree is listed, it's blended with water, stabilizers, and preservatives such as sodium benzoate to maintain consistency and shelf stability across thousands of cups sold daily. The result is a high-calorie, liquid dessert masquerading as a smoothie. The yogurt or dairy base may be non-fat or low-fat, but it often contains thickeners such as xanthan gum, guar gum, or carrageenan, to give it a creamy texture without fat. Studies and consumer reports suggest these additives can cause digestive discomfort for some people. Online forums and complaint boards have multiple mentions of the smoothie tasting overly sweet or artificial, highlighting that the formulation prioritizes flavor and shelf life over nutrition. Number 5. Mocha Freeze. Costco's Mocha Freeze might seem like a harmless pick-me-up on a hot day, but don't be fooled. A single 2 0-ounce serving packs around 580 calories, 90 grams of sugar, and 30 grams of fat. Nutrition experts from Harvard's T.H. Chan School of Public Health emphasize that beverages with high sugar content spike insulin rapidly, leading to crashes, cravings, and long-term metabolic stress. Beyond sugar, The Mocha Freeze uses artificial flavors and emulsifiers to maintain its thick, creamy texture. At the same time, dairy from powdered milk substitutes contains less protein and more stabilizers than fresh milk. A 2022 review in the Journal of Food Science and Technology noted that such frozen coffee drinks are engineered for taste and shelf stability rather than nutritional value. Consumers have also complained on social media platforms like Reddit about jitteriness and sudden energy crashes after consuming Mocha Freezes, highlighting the hidden effects of combining caffeine with extreme sugar levels. Number 4. Double Chocolate Chunk Cookie. Now, let's talk about cookies. The Double Chocolate Chunk Cookie at Costco's food court looks massive, fudgy, and utterly irresistible. The Center for Science in the Public Interest has repeatedly highlighted bakery-style cookies like this as ultra-processed foods, high in sugar and saturated fat, with minimal fiber or micronutrients. The cookie's texture comes from high fructose corn syrup and hydrogenated oils, both of which are linked to higher LDL cholesterol levels and an increased risk of metabolic diseases, according to a 2020 review in Nutrients. Customers on Yelp and other review sites have pointed out the addictive sweetness of these cookies, which is no accident. Food scientists deliberately design large commercial cookies to maximize sugar-fat-salt synergy, making them hard to stop eating once you start. For a smarter indulgence, try baking smaller chocolate chunk cookies at home with oats, whole wheat flour, and dark chocolate chips. You still get the gooey chocolate hit, but with more fiber, less sugar, and real ingredients you can actually pronounce. Number 3. Ice Cream Sundae. Costco's Ice Cream Sundae is basically dessert heaven in a cup, with swirls of whipped cream, rich chocolate fudge, and sprinkles that scream, "Treat yourself!" But let's be real. One sundae can pack nearly 1,000 calories, 50 grams of added sugar, and over 25 grams of saturated fat. According to a 2019 study in Appetite, desserts combining high sugar and fat light up your brain's reward system like nothing else, which is why stopping at one bite can feel impossible. Over time, frequent indulgence in these sweet monsters may contribute to insulin resistance and metabolic issues, according to a 2020 review in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism. Regular shoppers also complain that by the time they get their sundae, it's already melting, leaving a sticky race against time and an inevitable sugar crash. Portion control is tricky. Even seasoned dessert lovers admit the sundae's visual charm makes restraint nearly impossible. Experts suggest sharing it with a friend or saving it for a special treat day rather than making it a weekly habit. Number 2, Soda Costco fountain soda is the fizzy siren call of every food court visit. One sip and you're hooked. But let's peel back the straw. A 3 2-ounce cup can carry up to 100 grams of sugar. That sugar doesn't just taste sweet, it hijacks your bloodstream, sending insulin skyrocketing and storing fat faster than you can say, refill. According to research published in Diabetes Care in 2018, caffeine adds its own sneaky kick. Paired with sugar, it activates your brain's reward system, making it all too easy to grab just one more cup. Meanwhile, the carbonation is fun for your tongue, but it can leave your stomach bloated and gurgling. Phosphoric acid quietly chips away at bone density over time, something the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition highlighted in 2006. And let's not ignore 2 soda's acidity, plus sugar is basically a slow-motion enamel demolition project. Here's the twist, you don't need to swear off soda forever. Treat it like a weekend guilty pleasure, not a daily lifeline. Swap in sparkling water or naturally flavored seltzer when you crave fizz. It hits the same bubbly joy without the sugar spike. In short, sip smart. Enjoy the thrill, but don't let the fountain drink run the show. Your energy, teeth, and metabolism will thank you. Number 1, barbecue beef brisket sandwich. If you've ever walked past the Costco food court and caught a whiff of smoked meat, you know exactly what this sandwich is promising. Tender, juicy brisket slathered in sweet, smoky barbecue sauce, tucked between a soft bun. It's basically the culinary equivalent of a warm hug, but here's the kicker. What feels like comfort is hiding a nutritional time bomb. And yes, that sticky sweet barbecue sauce tastes like heaven, but it's mostly sugar and corn syrup. Studies, such as one from the Journal of Nutritional Science in 2019, show that such sugar-laden condiments can spike insulin levels and cause a later crash, so your blissful lunch might leave you sleepy and sluggish by mid-afternoon. Now don't get me wrong, this sandwich earns its hype. The brisket is smoky, juicy, and melts in your mouth, the kind of thing that makes you want to ignore all your diet rules. The trick is moderation. Consider splitting it with a friend, pairing it with a side salad, or saving it for a cheat day treat. Indulge smartly, and you can savor that smoky goodness without paying the price later. Because, let's face it, you deserve a sandwich that tastes like this, even if it's a once-in-a-while indulgence. But don't worry, it's not all bad. There are a few Costco food court picks that are surprisingly better choices. Simple, satisfying, and not overloaded with unnecessary calories or ingredients. Starting with number 5, all-beef hot dog combo. Let's be real. Costco's all-beef hot dog combo is basically a cult classic for a reason. It's fast, filling, and here's the kicker. It's actually a reasonably clean choice for a food court indulgence. Made entirely from 100% beef with no fillers or mechanically separated meat, it avoids the additives found in many processed sausages. Pair it with a soft, fresh bun, and suddenly, a lunch break turns into something satisfying without feeling like a chemical experiment. Yes, the combo clocks in at around 550 calories and 1,500 milligrams of sodium, but in the landscape of heavily processed food court meals, that's almost moderate. Swap the soda for water, and it becomes a surprisingly balanced grab-and-go option. The real charm? Nostalgia. One bite of that smoky, grilled flavor takes you back to backyard barbecues and childhood ball games. It's comfort, convenience, and safety, all in one iconic package. Number 4, cheese pizza. Cheese pizza might seem like the plain Jane of the Costco food court, but don't underestimate its staying power. For starters, it's made with a simple ingredient list: dough, tomato sauce, mozzarella, and a sprinkle of herbs. No weird additives or heavy preservatives sneak into other menu items, making it a surprisingly clean option for a quick bite. Nutrition-wise, a single slice clocks in at roughly 320 calories, 12 grams of fat, and 550 milligrams of sodium, which is manageable if you're sharing a couple with a friend or pairing it with a side salad. Interestingly, research published in the Journal of Food Science shows that moderate cheese consumption can provide calcium, phosphorus, and protein, supporting bone and muscle health when balanced with the rest of your diet. Here's the fun part. Cheese pizza is timeless, it's comforting, customizable, and always hits the spot. Grab it with confidence, knowing you're choosing one of the most straightforward, satisfying options at the food court. Number 3, pepperoni pizza. Pepperoni pizza is a classic that somehow never goes out of style. The star here is simple: real dough, tomato sauce, mozzarella cheese, and pepperoni slices that give it a slightly spicy, smoky punch. Unlike heavily processed options, Costco's food court version sticks to basic, recognizable ingredients. Nutrition-wise, each slice provides protein from cheese and pepperoni, calcium, and energy to keep you going, though the sodium is a little higher than that of the plain cheese slice, something to be mindful of if you're watching your intake. What makes it safe is the absence of artificial fillers, emulsifiers, or unpronounceable preservatives. Pepperoni is cured, not engineered, and paired with real dairy and vegetables from the sauce, making it a satisfying choice for both taste and reliability. Research in the Nutrition Journal shows that balanced portion sizes of real cheese and meat can fit into a healthy diet, making this a solid option when you want indulgence without unnecessary additives. Enjoy the flavor, not the guilt. Number 2, non-fat yogurt. If you're wandering the Costco food court and looking for something that won't completely derail your diet, non-fat yogurt is a surprisingly solid pick. Unlike fried foods or sugar-heavy snacks, non-fat yogurt is packed with protein and calcium, which are essential for bone health and muscle maintenance. What many people don't realize is that this humble cup also delivers live probiotics and beneficial bacteria that support digestion and help maintain a healthy gut microbiome. The best part? It's low in fat, low in calories, and the ingredient list is refreshingly simple: milk, active cultures, and sometimes a dash of fruit or flavoring. No hidden preservatives or high fructose corn syrup to sneak in extra sugar. For anyone who wants a sweet but sensible snack, non-fat yogurt hits that sweet spot. It's easy to grab, easy to enjoy, and surprisingly satisfying for something so simple. Number 1. Vanilla Ice Cream Cup. The Vanilla Ice Cream Cup is simple, unpretentious, and exactly the kind of treat that feels like a little hug from your childhood. At Costco, this cup is surprisingly one of the safer indulgences, and yes, it's okay to feel a little smug while eating it. Unlike most dessert options, it keeps things honest. Milk, cream, sugar, and natural vanilla flavor, no mysterious additives, no artificial colors, no preservatives hiding in the fine print. The Journal of Dairy Science even notes that full-fat dairy, consumed in moderation, can help your body absorb essential fat-soluble vitamins like A and D. Not bad for a little cup of happiness. What makes it extra appealing is the portion control. Unlike at-home scoops, where it's way too easy to go overboard, this single-serving cup keeps you from accidentally turning dessert into a sugar binge. And let's be honest, there's a certain joy in savoring it straight from the cup, maybe paired with a few berries for a tiny nutritional win, or just enjoying the creamy nostalgia on its own. It's simple, satisfying, and honestly, a bit of everyday magic.